That's good. Sure. Hey, Miss Queen. Y'all, I'm talking. Hey, all right, I'm back. I don't know how I did that. Hey, Miss Courtney. Hey, Sabrina Everston. How are you? Miss LB, Honest Banks. Happy Thanksgiving. Wanda Clarity. Chico Stick. Dimple J. Happy Thanksgiving. Come on in. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. This is Justice React. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I talk about any and everything. I can be a little messy. I can bring some education, entertainment. I do it all. So welcome in, welcome in. Good Thursday. Happy Thanksgiving. I know a lot of you are doing your thing right now. I should have some sound now. Make mac and cheese, bro. Dog, let me tell you something. You sure you want to go that route with me? You welcome in here, but you sure you want to go that route? But you can't come in here and act decent. What made you decide, Ellie? I'm gonna give you a little bit of attention. What made you decide just to type dumb shit in there? You got nothing better to do? So I'm gonna do this for you. I'm gonna help you back to the basement. Seeing that you want to be a basement boy this morning, come up out of the basement acting silly. So let's do you a favor. Let me send you back to the basement. Okay? Okay? So you're in the basement. Okay? Um, Just I love your channel. It's very diverse. Thank you, Dimples J. How are you? Thank you, thank you. Hey, Trot, what's going on? Dominique Lewis, happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Alive and prosperous. How you doing? Uh, Y'all can't hear me. All right, let's see how that works. Well, I'm trying to get into the holiday spirit, guys. I got my, let's see. And yes, my TV is off the wall. Now, why my TV did that? I'm trying to get in. I'm gonna have to go to YouTube and put the YouTube thing on. Well, because I'm going to get a TV stand instead of putting it on the wall. I'm going to use a TV stand, so that's why my TV is sitting right here until I get me a TV stand either this weekend or next week. I'm not going out in the stores tomorrow. That's not happening. Um, so, and let me get back in. So yeah, this is my little kitchen area. No screenshotting everywhere, all over the place. Yes, there it is, my little area right here. Still got some things in boxes and getting ready to crates and stuff. But there it is, my little space right now. So let me come back to me. How are you? Very nice, this Miss Courtney. How are you? Hey, how are you, LW? Hey, happy Thanksgiving, pretty little butterfly. Happy Thanksgiving, Tratra. How are you? Happy Thanksgiving, coffee, no cream. How are you? Yeah, the flooring. I love the flooring in here. It's very nice. Mm, yeah. I decided not to put the TV up on the walls, and so I'm just going to get a TV stand, and my handy helper guy is going to put it together for me. And so I decided to go with the TV right there on that particular wall. Got my little bar right next to me. I can just reach back and grab whatever I need. If I need to grab some, if I need to grab some, everything right there in reach. Yeah, this is looks very bigger than your old apartment. It's bigger than the last one bedroom I had. It's bigger than the last one bedroom. My two bedroom where I used to live before I moved to that one bedroom was bigger as well. My two bedroom apartment that I lived in Aurora for like 7 years was bigger. But that last one bedroom that I lived at, Pretty Little Butterfly, that was a little thing. My bedroom is huge, and I got a California king. And my bedroom in this apartment, and I got a California king, is huge, huge. So, but I don't have the walk-in closet. That's where I lost the space at. But the bedroom is still huge. I don't have to like squeeze like that last one bedroom I had. I had to slip and slide here. Huge. Um, thank you, Michelle. So small here. That small there is small. I think that's like 700 and something square feet. 700 and yeah, I think that was about 700 and something square feet. Um, but this is much roomier and cheaper. And cheaper. $400 cheaper. That one bedroom was $1,832. This is about 1,500. That's but that's not counting light, gas, sewer, garbage, and water. I always had to pay light, gas, sewer, water, all the other stuff that comes with it. I never had anything like was included. But it's almost 1,500 here. That's outside of light bill. That's outside of water bill, garbage, and sewer. And plus, they went up to $1,900 for one bedroom, so they went up 70 something dollars. Wow, wow. And, and you still can't. The washer and dryer is so small. You still have to go to a laundromat to do the quotes and stuff, and you still have to go to the laundromat to do your comforters and stuff. Wow. But my brother and I was talking how much cheaper, even in the South, well, in South Carolina, the cost of living is much cheaper, but the food is cheaper here. The drinks are cheaper here. In the apartments, I mean, you can go places. There are places that don't get it twisted. I mean, the housing cost is off the chain here. Housing cost is off the chain. Apartments are still higher. Like this apartment doesn't have a washer and dryer, but there's still, I think, even though it's cheaper, I think this apartment should be like $100 cheaper because they don't have a washer and dryer. They don't have a washer and dryer. So I think this apartment should be $100 cheaper than what they're charging because they don't have a hot washer and dryer. But it's nice, it's quiet. I don't see any kids at all. Not at all. I may see one or two kids with their parents, but there's no kids hanging outside. There are no people hanging, and that's very important to me. I don't like to come into a place where I see people hanging out outside the apartment, hanging outside in the parking lots. That means a lot to me when I'm looking for a place to stay. I don't want anybody loitering. I don't like lots of loitering and lots of noise. And so I've been blessed every place I've stayed, except that place had a lot of kids. That place did have a lot of kids. A lot of kids during the summertime. Lots of kids. But I've been blessed. Those kids weren't too bad. Other when they come knock on my door trying to sell flowers and taking the stuff, coming on my little bit of property that I had, my little personal space, climbing the trees and stuff like that. But it still was nice. It still was. They weren't bad. They weren't bad. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. It wasn't bad at all. But I'm glad to be back home. It's 70 something degrees today, y'all. I've been outside, t-shirt, not t-shirt, no sweater, no jacket. What's the temperature like there in Chicago? No, it's nice. We got some rain, but it's no jacket. No jacket day, man. This weekend is going to bottom out. I'm not going to be talking this smack come this weekend. I'm not going to be talking this smack because after tomorrow, I think this weekend we're going to start to get into the late 20s or 30s at night. We're going to start getting into the 60s and 30s at night. So I'm not going to be whistling this tune too long. But it's nice. It's nice to be able to go out. Because I was watching 33 degrees. Yes, I've been watching Chicago news on YouTube. So, yeah, y'all cold and snow. And I think all the way up to the East Coast, we're going to get snow. Y'all hit the like button. Welcome in. I know everybody's doing their cooking. I'm not cooking one thing. I'm just showing up with the plate. I'm going to be that relative that going to show up. I'm going to do it. I never did it, but I'm going to be there. But see, I am bringing paper. I am bringing pop. I'm taking pop. I'm taking forks and paper plates and napkins. I'm going to be that relative. But I still don't know what that mac and cheese and sour cream. And cream cheese. I ain't get there yet. I ain't get there yet, y'all. But I am, guys, as long as I'm playing this music right here and listening, I'm getting a little bit. That's my security camera right there, y'all. Looking dead at my door. That's my little security camera. That's the cord y'all see to my security camera. But I got my little sofa, my little thing here. But that's my security camera. And I'm feeling a little bit more Christmassy. And I like my space because y'all see it ain't clutter. It's not clutter. Other than that little corner where I got my vacuum cleaner, it's not clutter. I got all my pictures to put on the wall. I haven't decided how I want to put my pictures up. But I like it just like this. I like it just like this is it. I like it. I'm about to take me a nap since 3:30. Woke up 7:30. I'm sleepy. Go ahead and take your nap, pretty little butterfly. I like it just like this. Not another thing. Do you hear me? Other than putting pictures on the wall. I am happy just like that. Let me go ahead and come back to you guys. Yeah, that's all I need. Just like that. Just like that. Just comfy. Just like that. Little bar. Thank you, pretty little butterfly. Yeah, it's helping me a little get there. It's helping me. I'm trying to get in that holiday spirit. I just go to YouTube and look up Ulog. Just go to YouTube and pick up on the YouTube app and put in Ulog, and you get to choose Ulogs with fireplace, crackling fireplace. Y'all can't hear the music, but I can. Let me see. Let me show y'all. Did y'all hear it? Did you hear it? So so I'm just sitting there trying to get into the spirit, drinking me a little hot toddy, and just trying to get there. I'm going to dinner around about 4 o'clock. I got up this morning and had me some more shrimp and grits for breakfast, and went out. I was live with I'm here for it 74, so I went out, and I'm gonna blame. I'm at 74. I don't know where you at, but I'm gonna blame you on this one. I'm gonna blame you on this 74. 74. You see what you caused me to do? This on you, 74. I'm blaming you for this madness right here. I'm blaming you, 74, for this madness that I did today. I'm blaming you. Okay, 74. Tracy, what's going on? 74, I'm blaming you for all this madness I got going on today. Okay? Jeez. I'm blaming 74 for all this madness. I don't even want to know. What are you saying? Say it was again. Go to YouTube app and put in Yule log LOG. Christmas Yule log fireplace Yule fireplace. But just put Yule log Christmas music. Put Yule log YULE log LOG, and then you can put and music, because you can get fireplace. You don't have no music. You just hit to listen to the fireplace. Happy Thanksgiving, Justice. I was in 74 live today, and best believe I'm going to follow those numbers too. Yeah, I done played a whole bunch of numbers today. So 74, I want my money back if I don't hit nothing. I'm coming for you. I know it don't work like that, y'all. Chances. Ain't nothing promised. Hey, Robin Williams, how you doing? So I did that. So yeah, it's getting me there. It's getting me there. Um, it's getting me there. Let's see if I can bring it up. Okay, that's a 65-inch. Okay. Okay, y'all come back. So yeah, just hook up with your dad. Hook me up with your dad ASAP. Man, my dad played numbers on a whole different level, y'all. He played numbers on a whole different level. I'm talking hundreds of dollars, almost a day. Now, understand, he is a retired veteran and a retired civil service worker. So, and a entrepreneur that owned his business for years, right? He doesn't pay any taxes on house. He doesn't pay mortgage. He owns the house, no mortgage payment, no taxes on anything, no car, because he is a disabled vet. So everything is his. So he goes out there and he plays hundreds of dollars on the number. He has his books, he has his numbers, and he made me laugh the other day, because when he hit, he was over here. He was here sitting in the chair. So he pulled the number up. I'm going to tell you how this went. So he's sitting in the chair, the same chair that I'm sitting in right now. He's sitting in this chair. And so I'm sitting in the chair next to him. I'm sitting in the other chair. I have like 3 chairs. I have a sofa. I have I just call it my cherished chair that I buy. It's y'all seen it before. It's like off-white beige a little bit. and I was sitting in that chair, and everything's facing this way. Yeah. So I watched him. He pulled out his phone, and he went, and he said, "Damn it! I hit that number. I hit that number." I looked at him. I said, "I know something happened because you went." See here, I played that number 3 times. That's his pet number. And so I looked at him. I said, "I guess we going to Columbia." And he said, "Yeah." Okay. So that's why I was driving to Columbia. Because you have to go to Columbia to any tickets above $600. I think it's $500 or $600. You have to go to Columbia. Anything over 6, I believe, or anything over 5, you have to go to Columbia. So I told y'all he hit for like over 7,000. So yeah, but it was so funny, man. So funny. But he plays. Hey, Maisha, what's going on? Hey, Dolores Johnson, what's going on? The ULO channel is festive and calming. Yeah, it's helping a little bit. They one gon' stay one. Watch Maisha. What's up, y'all? So I'm at 474. I don't know if you were in the bushes or you just came in. I want to tell you what madness you done created today. When I got off your live, 74. You see this madness here? You see this madness you created today? You see this madness? You see this 74? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You created because I want my damn money back, 74. Okay, you can cash at me. I don't hit something. $74, that was on you. You know we what the fuck going on, Justice? I know. I know 74. Happy lottery junkie says they no thankful for life. No, that's 74 that got everybody playing their damn Christmas money today. Boy, but if I hit and y'all see my big ass come across the screen with a flip and I cartwheel across the screen, if y'all see me come cartwheeling across the screen, if y'all see my big behind do a flip, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is, okay? Man, if my number come, let 74. I done played some triples. Hey, Seretinous K-pop. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all, as y'all coming in. 74. Somebody say 2961. Okay, 2961. I ain't got my glasses on. What did I do with them? Okay. So, y'all, 74 gonna have 74. You need to do a numbers channel. You need to do a numbers channel. Let me help y'all with the numbers. And I'm going to be a disclaimer. I ain't got shit to do if you lose. All right, play at your own risk. I'm just reading the information. You play. I'm not responsible. You play at your own risk. Don't bring that shit back to me. Because I hit 2. Oh shit! You come on, Ricky. Tell the truth. You hit 2961 for 40K. Come on, Ricky. Come through. You got to show me that ticket, Ricky. Show me that ticket, Ricky. Are you serious, Ricky? Hit that subscription button, Ricky. Man. And Ellenwood, Georgia. Okay, Ricky. 2961 for 40K. Woo! A lady hit. She played a number 50 times. And I think my dad said she hit for over $50,000. It wasn't recent in 2016. Okay, Ricky, congrats to you. Back home, I used to clean up. Let me tell you, the tightest place to play was Chicago. Chicago ain't giving nothing up on no lottery tickets. It's loose here. The lottery tickets are sort of loose here. You can win. Lottery in Chicago so tight. Them lottery tickets so tight in Chicago. I'm like, they're tight. Lottery tickets in Chicago's are tight. I don't know how. And the lottery, the Powerball and the Powerball and the Mega is tight too. I normally can get 3 or 4 numbers here in the South. I need to plug this phone in, and I can't get. Do you think my call? I don't. Man, don't come and change my tack. Don't do that, Kaiser. Don't do that. I don't know why you trying to come and change the topic. Don't do that. You throw me off when you do that. Say good afternoon. Say hi, Justice. But just don't walk in changing my topic. Don't do that. Okay? Have some respect for me. All right? You see me talking about numbers. Have some respect. Say hi, Justice. And can I talk to you about something? But just don't. No, you got to go because you still trying to do you. I don't have time for it. It's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. I still play in Illinois. My number came back home as literally another bill. Wow. I caught 1115 50-cent box 3 times. I'm in New York now. Wow. Now, New York, I want to be somewhere like Tennessee, somewhere in the California mountains where they're always winning the damn mega for $400 million. Somewhere in California. Why? In the California, somewhere where nobody never heard of, they're always winning the mega, or somewhere in Florida, somebody that is retired, 90 years old, don't even need the damn money, won. Okay, 90 years old, Florida retirement. I shouldn't be like that, but I was talking to my friend and I just got off the friend about the phone an hour ago with my friend in Chicago, and she seems to believe that Detroit Lions gonna have a bid to the Super Bowl. So I know some of you Detroit people in here. She has a feeling. I don't know what makes her say, but because I think they're playing the Bears today. She says that Detroit may have a bid to the Super Bowl. Y'all think Detroit Lions going to the Super Bowl? We have to hear from you Detroit people. You're right, Justice. Shake my head. Hey, Miss G says 74. Yep, but 115, I don't know something. The game is on now, says Holly Hayden. Thank you, Holly. Hit that subscription button if you hadn't yet. Thank you for the info. Appreciate it. Yes, we are going, say Miss G. That's what my friend. She lives in Bolingbrook. And she's a big Facebook fan. Good afternoon. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you and yours as well. So yeah, a lot going on. Let me plug this in, y'all. Hold for a second. Let y'all look at the Yule log while I get this done. Okay, I'm back. That's a nice cup of coffee with some bourbon in it, y'all. I noticed I got hair just like my dad. My dad has his hair, and he has straight hair laid down just like mine. His hair laid flat, just like mine lays down. I was looking at his hair the other day, and he has straight hair. Oh man, let me share the sad news with you guys. I know it's happy Thanksgiving and everything, but news still gone. My prayers for Wendy Williams, y'all. Wendy Williams is my age. She is 60 years old. And the news that came out today is Wendy Williams is incapacitated and and has been diagnosed with onset dementia, and it's really bad. She is completely incapacitated. She has cognitive issues, complete. You add cream or bourbon? Also up the bourbon. Do you add cream also or bourbon? Just I got cream in here. I got a cream in here, and I add the bourbon with it, so it gives it a nice, warm, creamy, just nice and warm. Just nice and warm and creamy. It gives it a holiday taste, right? So I have like a hazelnut. Of course, I got my Dunkin' Donut and a nice bourbon, and it's just so good, nice and warm, and it makes watching this Yule log a little bit better. I'll tell you what. Yes, prayers for Wendy, says Maisha. Yes, Wendy is just 60 years old, and she's completely cleared. She is the onset is progressing rapidly, so I know what that means for the family. She may not be verbal. She does not recognize anybody. If it's bad as they say it is, and then they probably have to help her eat, because at some point during that stage, people do tend to aspirate because they don't forget to chew and swallow. So I know that they say it's pretty. She now has a person that is now in charge. She has um, an attorney that is now responsible, looking out for her issues. But it's so sad at 60 years old. But doing my research, onset, especially with familial, there's several types of dementia and Alzheimer's that can impact a person. It's about four types. They're earlier sometimes. It can onset as early as 20, which is young onset. It can come on as young as 20 and 30. More of the familiar type variety. And then there's the frontal. I got to get and talk about it when we get a chance. But there's four onsets of dementia, Alzheimer's. And 60, I'm not sure of hers, of the four, which one she has. And then you can have you can have a mixed dementia, which involves all four or five of dementia, Alzheimer's, right? So it's more to it. And when I, so I want to follow up with that and probably in the future share a video with you all, with me and my mom, and me asking my mom, what's my name? And my mom looks at me and says, I don't know. I say, Mom, what's my name? And she just looks down. I don't know. I don't know. And my mom wait. And I can I can talk about the stages, because you got the stroke onset of dementia as well. My mom had a stroke, and that also could be the onset of dementia, because my mom did have a stroke, and then the dementia was diagnosed. So yes, because my husband had a stroke in March and they left him with dementia. Yes, my mom did have a stroke first, and then she was diagnosed with dementia. They said that it could have been maybe been going on for a minute because of my mother's intelligence. I mean, being a school teacher, that maybe she was able to function and not recognize it. Because there are some signs that you want to look for. And study now, where they're doing a study now where people can put a cap on and the AI can determine and help determine. We saw it recently on the news where AI, they're trying to use AI, artificial intelligence, to determine if there is any dementia onset or Alzheimer's. I would stick with dementia right now. And so they're doing studies, but they say one of the things they recognize more, if people pay attention to, is somebody that drives. Somebody that's driving may be a key factor to watch for. And what they're saying, if a person is driving and they start to make mistakes, they're driving and they don't know where they are they doing simple, the mind just doesn't, the brain doesn't click. That can be something. Not saying that it is, but watching a person's driving could be an early sign. A person going and can be looking for something, and the thing that they're looking for, like the guy went in the freezer or the refrigerator and he's looking for an item, and the item is right there in front of him, but he does not see it. The person doesn't see what they're looking for. Like, I can be looking for my wallet and I'm like, I can't find my wallet. And my wallet is sitting there in front of me. Yes, Maisha. That's one of the hardest story because people with dementia do roam. That's why we had to make sure. My mom went roaming one day and she actually, we had to change the locks on the door. And my mom, they thought they put the locks on the door. They did. But my mom figured a way to get the locks off. So they had to put locks out of the way so my mom couldn't get to the locks because she sat there long enough. Because you thinking you secure in the house to make sure your loved one can't get out of the house. So my mom still figured it out. So they had to put things up out of her reach on the door so she couldn't, because she ended up walking down the street and getting in somebody else's car. And they found her sitting in a car. Thank God she didn't wander off, and because they just found the lady somewhere just recently in the woods. She had dementia and she wandered off, and unfortunately they found her in the woods unalive. She died in the woods, and so that was sad. But and that was just within a couple of weeks now. Um, of course, we had to take all the stuff off of the stove because they want to get up and cook in the middle of the night. So my mom would get up in the middle of the night and go in the kitchen and try to turn the stoves on. So you have to make sure that you take the knobs off of the stove. You have to adjust so many things. My mom would take things and hide them in the pillowcase. If you couldn't find anything, it would be in the pillowcase in her room, right? She would take everything and put it in the pillowcase. There was a point in time when nobody could ever find a charger. My mom had a thing with chargers and car keys. You could not leave your car keys or your phone charger because guess what? Your car keys, if you put them on the counter, you put them on the table, you put your phone or phone charger on the table, they're gone. And more than likely, we're going to go in the room and they're going to be in the pillowcase, right? So she put everything in a pillowcase. But it progressed. How long after the stroke did you see changes? What were the changes you noticed first? After the stroke, immediately after the stroke, my mom was my mom, right? Except when it got around between 2 and 3, my mom was good. Got up, took her showers, made sure she still took care of herself, bathed and everything. But around about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, a change would come over my mother. They call it sundowning, right? So I can almost like clockwork tell you my mother behavior changed. She would become angry, agitated, frustrated, and she would become another person after 2, 3 o'clock, right? She'd become a totally different person. totally different person after 2 or 3 o'clock. Her mental state changed. And then in that, then she would look out the window all at night and think she can see. Then she started begging to go home. Like, I want to go home. And then she would get up and they would have to help her. And I slept at that hospital every night until they released my mom. I was in Chicago and I told them I got the call that my mom had a stroke. This is why I'm telling people, when you have FMLA, there is no waiting period. You don't have to wait. If something happens to a family member, you call HR and you let them know, I'm on FMLA now. I have a family emergency. I had to learn that, right? I'm gone. Now, when I left to come here, I knew I wasn't coming back. That's why I didn't do FMLA. I wasn't coming back to Chicago. I was coming home for good. But when my mom got sick, I called my job, called HR immediately. I'm on FMLA. I'm gone. Within that period of time, I had 15 days to get all my information from her doctors and everything. They give you 50. You got five. When you're in FMLA, you got five. I think you got 5 days to get the paperwork in, 15 days to get the doctor's documentation. You don't have to wait. You go and you let them know I'm on FMLA immediately. 5 days documentation. They got 5 days to complete that FMLA documentation. 15 days later, you getting all the doctor's information about who you there for, your parents, your kids, or whatever else. So bam, I'm on FMLA. I'm gone. I got into Charleston. I got to the house. I unloaded everything. Went to that hospital. And I've been to that hospital every day. Go home and wash. Come back. I spent every night at that hospital until my mom left. My grandmother was at the same way, was trying to cook. She asked my cousin to look her at her meatloaf in the oven. Turns on, the meatloaf was my cousin's brand new boot. Wow. Yeah. So right after the stroke, Tilo, um, happy Thanksgiving, Brandon. Right after the stroke, she maintained a lot, talking, verbal, but there was changes in the evening time that we noticed. Agitation. There's a look as time progressed with somebody with dementia is a disconnect in the look. They're looking at you, but the eyes look sort of empty. It's like they can see you, but you can see that they're not focused. It's a look that they're looking at you, but they're not. Same to you, happiness. So that's the look I remember. If you guys see the picture, um, I had a lot with high things and let me see. Happy Thanksgiving. Same to you, Brandy Wine. So as time progresses, you'll see a look. If you guys see the happy birthday, that was my mother's birthday in 2017. And in that birthday, you notice my mother was like, everybody was singing, and my mother looked like that's a dementia right there, right? She's there, and we're singing happy birthday, but then she is like, now before that, before 2017, that was 2 years in, because 2015, my mom, up until 2019, it started to get progress really fast, right? 2019, my mom still fed herself. My mom still talked. She, I want cake, I want ice cream. Like a little kid, she always asked for cake and ice cream. She still fed herself. She crossed her legs. She knew how to use her utensils. You can watch my mama eat, and you would not know she had dementia. You would not know she had dementia when she's eating, because she held her fork properly, ate, crossed her legs, and sat there and ate, but she had dementia. Happy Thanksgiving, Shonda Thoughts. How are you? Thanksgiving is about to start. I want to pray everybody eats good and have safe travels and from loved ones. You too, Big Cat. You too. And if this is too difficult for anybody, please understand. I don't want to trigger anything. I just started talking about it because I was thinking about Wendy Williams. So I can understand if you don't want to hear about this. It's Thanksgiving. So if this is too much for somebody, I can understand if you don't want to be in the chat. That's okay. Right? I just think just sharing this because it's, um, yeah. I'm sorry, but this is my mama all over again, says Brandy Wine. Yeah, if this is too much for you, Brandy, I understand. And if anybody needs to leave the chat, if it's too triggering, I understand. Um, Happy Thanksgiving to you, just as in to the chat. So I will be putting up a video as I talk more about Alzheimer's and dementia. I'll share that video with you all, with my mother. And like I said, over time, it's slow process, but then it picks up, and when it picks up, it goes right. Praise you, thank you, Carla. So when it picks up, so it was a slow. Some people live with it for years, years, and as time go by, they learn a lot more about it. There is drugs that people can take to help. It's not curable, but it can be delayed. But once it gets going, it's going. And like I said, my mom was diagnosed in 2015 after the stroke. 2016, she was good. Um, Let me see. 2016, no, I put 2017 on that picture. That had to be like 2018 because my mom was good in 2015, 2016, 2017. So I got to go and change the date. That's about 2018. My mother's 2018th birthday. This is the gift. I'm gonna show y'all. Y'all gonna see her. This is my mother's. I gave her the royal. This is one of the things I gave my mother for her birthday, and I have it right here. And I got it on the back of my chair. She used to keep it on her chair, and so I got it on my chair now. And I gave that. Gave that. It was her birthday, and I believe that was 2018. 2017 was good. 2018, 2019, and she died in 2020. So 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, I lost her in 2020. So once she became coming nonverbal, she could eat and everything, but then when she became nonverbal and not recognizing, she could say she had memories from way back. She can recall, and she started like not calling people who were not there. She was not aware, and sometimes she'll come through, and then sometimes she'll be talking about the past. I'm seeing the symptoms with my mom. Yeah, it's some things, and like um, so yeah. It's sometimes what's the time of day, frustration, agitation, anger. Sometimes they're like looking and not looking at you. So yeah, I lost my mom in 2021. Says too raw. Oh, too raw. My prayers to you, and my deepest condolences. So yeah, deepest condolences to you all. So them symptoms is something I know a lot of people don't want to talk about it, and a lot of people fear it because it's like losing them twice. You lose them once when they look at you and don't know who you are, and then that final day where you actually lose them. Um, yeah, my mom can remember everything from way back. She talked about my dad a lot. She talked about her cousins a lot from 70s and 60s, but short term memory wasn't there. Long term things that happened. Yeah, condolences to everyone, says Carla. That's the part that gotta hurt the most. Yeah, you look for reasoning. I would play music, and I would watch my mother when I play certain music, heard certain gospel music. She would look in the beginning. She would just like clap to the music, and then after a while, when you play it, she just kind of look at you. You know, in the beginning, she was into the music. She was clapping. She recognized the music. I told you guys she could play Jeopardy. She knew Jeopardy. She knew Sanford and Son. She knows Wheel of Fortune. But after a while, you watch it progress, and you prepare yourself the best you can. If there's anything, any preparation at all, it's going to be hard because you're watching a person that knew your name, that gave birth to you, and at some point tells you, look at you, and they say, I don't know who you are. So I got that video that I'm going to post, not today, but when I talk about this again, I'll post the video with my mom and talk more, um, and you can see the progress when she was alert and talking and sitting enjoying with the family, because we'd be sitting outside on the patio and stuff having a good time, and my mom was right there. um, so yeah, that's the part that's going to hurt the most, says to Raw TV. I used to work with people like that. Yeah, when you can work with people in memory care, I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could do it. I pray every day, um, that that's something that don't befall and follow me. Uh, I pray every day about it. I pray as much as I can about that. That's why I will never forgive that lady over there for calling my mother retarded. I'll never forgive her for that. I will never, ever forgive her for calling my mother retarded. I will never forgive her. Never, ever. That's done. I will never, ever forgive her. I'm not going to talk about it, but that's one woman I will never forgive. She better hope God can touch my heart, because right now I don't feel that. My sister had the same symptoms after her stroke. She also remembered everything from way back, went by confused about anything currently happening. Yeah, there were some, when you deal with it, um, that's totally understandable, Justice and Noah Glow. I work in memory care all my life until recently. Okay, Carla, wow, that's got to be tough. Uh, my grandma had dementia very badly. She only remembered people that were in her life, but those people were dead. Were dead. Yeah, that's my mom. But no, her cousins were alive and stuff. And she remembered my dad, but she would call my dad name a lot because they were divorced and stuff. But she would always call my dad name, and uncle and granddad. I understand that, says Maisha. So yeah. So yeah, dementia, Alzheimer's. They're still doing research. The best thing is I've learned is to be patient. Don't challenge them. If they're talking and telling you something, just go along with it. As long as it's not hurting them, don't challenge their memories. Don't challenge their memories and their thoughts. It'll Macaroni Dunn said I'm here 74. Yes, it take a lot of patience. It does. Don't challenge their memories. It's best just to kind of go along with it, and because it's only going to agitate them, and it's no matter, it's just, what's it going to hurt you just to go along with it? Yes, it may not be true, but it's not hurting anybody. They may see a story different than you. They may call you somebody. I had to get there because I was like, Mom, you know my name. You just said my name. You just said, and I had to get there because I wanted her to know my name. Because I said, you just called my name. And she'll go, I don't know. But you just said my name, because sometimes it'll come to them and she'll know my name and she'll say it. But there were times when she'll look at me, I don't know. And I didn't want that. I wanted her to know my name. You know me. I'm your daughter. So I would get frustrated. So as caretakers, we got to remember that this is something that is going to happen. Thank you for sharing this. God bless you. I hope you find comfort in knowing how much of a special daughter you are to your parents. Many of us are now on this journey with our parents. Sandy Soul, thank you. And it's just a part of being patient. especially when it comes to Alzheimer's. I had to get in the shower with my mom sometime to help her shower. I told y'all when I went to my mom's with my brother to help care, my brother built a mother-in-law suite or a in-law suite. He added one immediately to his home because all the bedroom was upstairs, and so he just took the office downstairs, built a full bathroom with a shower that my mom can get into, outfitted the shower, had a nice bedroom suite, not like y'all see over there. And so there are times when I had to put my mom in the shower and shower her, help her shower, help her get dressed. My mom would get dressed and she would have her shirt on. The shirt may be backwards, and so I had to help her get dressed and stuff. And you have to have, sometimes they have accidents, and so you're going to have to get in the shower with them and shower, help them shower. You're going to have to clean up a lot of mess sometimes, especially if they like milkshake and you give them a milkshake and you have the explosion from hell. Okay, I tell y'all, there are going to be days when you're going to have explosions from hell, and those are the things that my brother, me, and my sister-in-law had to do. Had to get my mom in the shower. You're going to have to get them in the shower. There's going to be a coming time where they're not going to be able to do anything, right? You're going to be changing diaper. I won't say diaper. I would say adult depends. You're going to be putting adult depends on. You're going to be helping them out of the adult depends. You're going to be dressing them. It's once a child, you're going to become the caretaker. How they took care of you as a baby, you're going to be taking care of them as a grown adult. So you're going to be changing the pins. You're going to be wiping their butts. You're going to be washing them. You're going to be washing their hair. You're going to take care of your mother like they took care of you when you came out of, and when they had you as a baby. Yes, just some people didn't know their loved one, but I knew me, and it was so hard to watch. Yes, Justice, some people didn't know their loved ones, but knew me. And yeah, yeah. Sometimes for some reason they will remember people from the past or somebody I don't know. Like my mom would just call names, but she can look at me and say, and look at my brother. She knew us a couple of years, but as time went by, she didn't know us anymore. And but she'll look at me and she'll do this. This look, I look at so she would look at me and I say, "Who am I? Who am I, Mom?" She'd go. She would just look at me and grimace like, "I want. I know. I just don't know." In my heart, when she looked at me like that, it was like I want to believe when she looked at me like she wanted to say my name, but she just couldn't. She wanted to say my name, and it was locked in there. It was locked in. She knew me, and she just couldn't get it out because she'd look at me with just, and I'm like, okay, okay, okay. So there were times when I just knew whatever she wanted to say to me, it was just locked in, but she said it with her eyes. So that's what I believe. She said it with her clenched teeth in her eyes, but it was locked. It was locked up here. So I took care of my mom for the last 10 years of her life. She didn't have dementia or anything, but she was on dialysis 3 days out of each week. Wow, Kirsty Johnson. Yeah, we take care of our parents. We take care of our parents. Like there were times when I was sitting there lotioning my dad's leg and rubbing his feet, massaging his feet, and lotioning his legs for him. And I would get up there and we would exercise together. So yeah, you take care of your parents. You know. So yeah. So that time, yeah, wow. So prayers for everyone today, with loved ones and loved ones that have gone on. Um, I just hopefully everybody is able to just have some good memories. And what about the younger picture of you? Did she recognize you? No. Um, at some point, my mom just didn't know and didn't recognize. And there'll be times where I believe right before they go, this my grandma did the same thing. Right before I believe before they leave this earth, that something comes back to them. The same thing happened with my grandmother. They get something back before they leave. I don't think they leave this earth without saying bye. And I believe that for my grandmother because she called my mother's name. I know my brother said my mom, looked like she was having some calling names. So I believe before they leave this earth, they don't leave without saying bye, um, and letting you know that they love you. Um, so I don't think they all go like that. I have the pictures, I have the videos of my mother last night before she died. I can't listen to them, but she was in the bed, and there's a video of audio. So I have a lot of videos of my mother talking and in her last night. Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving, Monya Kara Kirkland. So, like I said, I can speed through some of the things I shared with you all yesterday, but there's some videos that I have not been able to really look at, and some I have. And as time goes on, I guess I'll share one with you all as I talk about this story. I can see my mom. I sometimes catch a glimpse when you guys say I look like my mom. I'll be in the mirror and I can see my mom's lips and her big broad nose, and I'll catch myself, especially when I put my glasses on. Ooh, these glasses are dirty. Um, grab me something too. Clean my glasses here right quick. I catch, you look in the mirror sometimes, you look up and you go, dang, I just catch a glimpse of my mom looking back at me. Or I catch a glimpse of my sister, my twin sister. Sometimes you catch those glimpses. Oh my God, that's foggy. When I put my glasses on, I don't know what's going on with my glasses. When I put my glasses on, I see the nose and the lips and this right here. And the broad nose and the eyes. So, yeah. I, well, so I do catch a glimpse of her when I smile and when I see the nose here. And so when did you say I didn't say? I'm here for 74. I haven't said. I guess when I get with my dad again, I'll let him know. Because guess what he did? I told him about you. And I said, she gave me some number. He said, send me the numbers. So I sent him the numbers you gave. Okay, because I told I was on live today with somebody that plays the numbers, and they had some numbers that they want, and he said, "Send me the numbers." Okay, so I gave him your numbers. I hope he hit with them numbers, Because he probably, as soon as I gave him the number, he probably done got in his car. Okay, thank you. He probably got in his car and sped down to that damn gas station 74. Talk about, and I sent him the numbers that you gave. I sent him the pick 4 and the pick 3. So you definitely have your mother's smile. Stepping up for our parents is different, says, grateful for everything they have done for me, but taking that lead, but taking the lead for them is nerve wracking. I admire your strength. Yeah, it's patience. It's it's help. You need help. I'm gonna tell you that much. Don't carry this load by yourself. You're gonna need support. If you don't have support, get support. I'm saying for I'm cracking up. Yeah, I gave my dad. He said send me the numbers. He was happy for them. He like you got the. I said I got the numbers. He said send them to me, and I showed the text him all them numbers that you gave, and I said she said these numbers coming out for December. Play these numbers around December. So he said send them to me. So yeah, but getting back, if you are a caretaker for your mother, especially when you're dealing with dementia, and you must get help. Do not do this alone. If you can't get family, find outside resources to help you because this is going to tax your mental and physical health. Okay? Do not put yourself in a position where, because when you're dealing with Alzheimer's and dementia, it's a whole different type of situation. The patience that you need, the time that you need to take care of yourself, you're going to need time. You're going to need time for somebody to come in and give you a break. That's your mother and your father, and you feel nobody else can do this but me. Don't do that to yourself. That is mentally and physically taxing. And so if you're not helping yourself mentally and physically through this journey with them with illnesses, it's going to impact you. You're going to be the one to become somewhat sick. You may become resentful. So don't do this alone. If you can't get your brothers and your sisters involved, if you can't get your husband and wives and your children involved to help a loved one with dementia, and let me tell you, I had so much hands, on many hands during transition, etc. Says, I held so many hands during transition, etc. Yes, get help. Um, I saw and let me tell you, I don't know people's reasoning, and I don't understand it. And I pray that's not my story. But taking a loved one and dropping them off to these daycares in the day, make sure they have activities to involve. Because the saddest thing is to see when people think when you drop your loved one off of memory care and you not a daycare but an adult care center, is them sitting there all day at the table with no one. So the one time that I took my grandmother and I sat there with her and the older people, and I sat there with my grandmother, and there were people just there by themselves. And, you know, I ended up buying everybody a pop because I bought my grandmother a pop. And the people that were there were like looking and, reaching. So I ended up buying everybody a pop that could have one. I just bought pops and they sit there. Nobody's there with them. They sit at that table. Or if you have to put them in a rehab for whatever reason, go. Go see your people. Make time. Because at rehab, my brother cried. He said he would every day did shift. When I was back here in Chicago, back in Chicago, they had a private nurse for my mom and my sister-in-law. So the nurse My sister-in-law and my brother had shift at that rehab center. There was not until my mom went to sleep. She was not going to be alone. My brother cried and said he could not believe the sadness where people just have nobody come to see them and they sit there all day. So my brother made sure that he was him, his sister, my sister-in-law, and the nurse would go there. I was one who made everyone dance and clap their hands. I never liked people being sad. Yes, keeping them engaged, and it's up to the center to have people there engaging them, not letting them sit at the table all day and not doing anything. Because other family members would come in, you know, and just check things out. I was one of those persons. I'm going to go check this out. I'll get some time. I'll go there and check some things out, and then I'll go back. But when my mom was with my brother, they had to keep it up right there because I've seen people bring her. I always share this story. This lady came in to the. I was at this point in time. I was a clinical counselor, and I had an office at an assisted living home, and I watched a family brought a lady in there, dropped her off, and never came back. When she came in, she was a school teacher. She had dementia, and she was still trying to teach ABCs, 1, 2, 3s. She was back in her school days. She was about probably in her 80s or 90s. She was older. When she got there, she had life. Within 6 months, she was gone. All she did is sat on the porch until she couldn't do this anymore. Nobody ever came. So I don't know people's story of why. I don't know how. But you never know the story of why people leave their parents in assisted living and never come back. I don't know. I don't know. Happy Thanksgiving, 74. 74, I'm waiting on my number. What time is it? Oh, I don't even want to check. I don't even want to check the number. It's 2:19. I don't even want to check. I don't want to check. Let me go. I'm going to check after I get off of here, y'all. Because I got about an hour before I have to be at dinner. Did you hit the day 74? Did you put your numbers in? Did you put your numbers in? I played so many numbers. But I'm going to play this evening too. Oh, I ain't letting it go. I'm going to play. If I don't hit today, I'm going to play it this evening. I'm playing them numbers this evening too. So, but guys, on a lighter note, thank you guys for letting me share. Prayers for Wendy Williams, 60 years old, and at this point, was she a drug user? Did Wendy Williams use drugs? Do y'all know if she used drugs of any sort? I'm cracking up. Did y'all know if Wendy used any types of drugs? Was she a drug user or an alcohol? She was an alcoholic, right? She did drink. She was a drug user. I know she was an alcoholic, but was she also using illegal drugs too, like crack or cocaine? Y'all remember that day she fell on the stage on Halloween? I wonder if she had, Carly, you are a strong person. I'm a weak person. I cry a lot when loved one goes on a better place. I have to cope in my way until I'm able to accept it. I will try to be a stronger person. No, you're human. You're not weak, Candy. You're human. We all deal with things differently. Please don't consider yourself weak. You may be stronger than what you think. You just handle things your way. So just because you handle certain things your way that are different from others, don't ever consider yourself weak. You just deal with things differently and you'll get there at your pace. So I just want to encourage you. Um, Bird on the street, curb, coke user. Okay. She was a heavy drinker and did drugs. Okay, Maisha. Um, Thank y'all for sharing that. So Candy, don't ever consider yourself weak. You're just handling things differently, and you may be stronger than what you think you are. Okay. I'm a big cry baby, y'all. Y'all don't know how many times I went off this camera and cried. Jeez, I'm a cry baby. Yes, Coke from what I recall says Chico Stick. Okay. And I wonder if those drug use can also increase, because she did increase, uh, you know, dementia. Sometimes it's the protein in the brain as well, high levels of protein as well. Could be a relation to Alzheimer's and dementia as well. Um, Thank you too, Carlos, says Candy. So y'all, guess what? I'm gonna get up out of here and get myself together, get ready to go to this dinner. Thank you all. I appreciate it. We aren't weak, it's just sad because we love. Yeah, we're not weak. We just experience emotions, some more than others. Um, so it is okay. I cry. I'll cry on a dime. Me, I feel it. That's why y'all see me go off camera for a minute and take a moment because I'll get full and choked and so we're not weak. We're just experience things a little differently and a little harder than most. But we'll come through it because somehow we'll probably be the one comforting as we're crying. We'll probably be somebody comforting somebody else eventually too in our own little ways. So yeah. So everyone have a blessed day. Thank you, Dolores Johnson. Be awesome. Enjoy the rest of your Thanksgiving day. Thanks again, just as your mom was a beautiful lady. You could tell by her daughter. Thank you, Sandy. So I appreciate it. Thank y'all so much. And I hope this video finds everybody well and have a great Thanksgiving. Um, and I'll see y'all soon. Thanks. And this is Justice React, y'all. And I'm out.